After 10 years since my first kidney transplant, I got my second kidney transplant. It went well. I mean, it was a little bit of a roller coaster on the first few weeks, but it went well. So what do I mean with roller coaster? How about the kidney is working with the creatinine time and woohoo! So started at 700, non-working kidney. Then over one night, I peed 20 later, which is normal, and went down to 140. So a pretty well working kidney. Then over 3 days, went back up to 350, fast rejection, lots of drugs. And then after the next few weeks, back down, working kidney at 100 creatinine. So yeah, a roller coaster. It's almost been 3 months, which is good, and everything went well, and everything is going good, so yeah, let's hope it keeps going this way. When you get an organ transplanted, you'll have to get medication, so your body doesn't attack those organs. If it does, then it won't last as long in your body. And yeah, you know what? I'll show you what I take actually. Yeah, so this medication to lower the immune system, medication to lower the blood pressure, medication for antiviral and antibacterial, some complements, and finally, the hormone for vitamin D. So you need to take them in the morning and in the evening, 12 hours apart, to always have the same amount in your blood so your body doesn't fight this new organism. If you would, then the kidney would get damaged and it would not last as long. I have to confess, sometimes I forget to take them. It's just that I take them every day, 2 times, over and 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 over again. And sometimes I don't remember, did I took them or not? So my first step around this problem was to set an alarm on my phone in the morning and in the evening, which works for a while. And then you seem to snooze it, stop it, and forget it. Like, you're always busy doing something when the alarm comes. You're watching a nice movie, you're spending time with your kids, you're working, and you just snooze it. You're like, okay, I'll just do it later when I'm finished with what I'm doing now. It doesn't have to be right now that I take the medication. I can wait half an hour. So you snooze it once, you snooze it twice, and then you stop it, and then you forget about it. Also, it's just one of those sounds that just comes from your phone, and it just makes you think about something else while you're doing something. In one of my previous projects, I made a light for my kids so they know if they need to wake up or not, if they need to go out of bed or not in the morning. I had one alarm that can be set in the morning. So I improved it and I tried to make the best reminder that I could think of, something that I could use to remember to take my meds, or my girlfriend to remember to feed the fish, or my kids to remember, okay, now it's time to go to bed. No, I could wake up. For myself to tell me, okay, no, I can wake up. For myself at night to tell me, okay, no, it's time to stop working and maybe go to bed. Because your body needs some rest. So this is what I came up with. You can connect your light, in my case, Oloba. Then I go in the settings, change use case to set the reminder. There you can add as much reminder as you want. You can change the color, you can set a different brightness, a mode when it turns on. Then you can set the days, you can change the time of the reminder. Let's put it at 7 to wake up. And then I can go to extra setting to choose when to turn it off. I can disable it, and I can delete the reminder. For my kids, I use it with 2 alarms. There's one that is set at 7 in the evening, so they know it's time for bed, and it just stays on the whole night as a very soft light. And then there's one in the morning, which is brighter, to make them wake up if they didn't wake up, and to tell them, okay, now it's time that you can go out of bed if they're awake, in bed, quiet. Since I worked on this reminder, new version, extended, flexible, and super amazing, I also reworked the whole software stack. I had a problem with the reminder to send data from the phone to the light. It was a bit slow, and I figured out it was the serialization. So I switched from JSON to protobuf, which makes it much faster. I also saved data in the cloud instead of in the light to have more flexibility on how much data I want to save. Now, if you didn't follow any of that, and if you have questions about the how and why, then ask below, I'll be happy to answer you. Do you want to have a light to not forget, to remind you things, like to feed the fish, to go to bed, or to wake up in the morning? Then get one for yourself. As I like the idea that you would manufacture it in your house and it wouldn't be shipped to you from around the world in a very big box, What I propose is you print it yourself. If it sounds good to you, go to metoo.com. If it doesn't, then tell me why. Maybe you don't have a 3D printer, maybe you don't want a 3D print, maybe you don't want to build it yourself, even if you do that for your IKEA stuff. Maybe you don't see the point of having a light to remind you because you love to hear the sound of your phone all the time. Yeah, just tell me. Now, if you want to have help to know if you need to water your plants, if they have enough, too much water, or if you have a dark place like a toilet and your kids wants to go in the middle of the night, but they're just scared to go. I have two sensors that you can add to the light. You can switch the use case on your phone and you can use it differently. You can check that on our website. Thank you for watching this video, and I also would like to thank all the people that were surrounding me during my transplantations. We could not, as a family, have been able to go through without you. I also like to thank personally the people that gave me a kidney 10 years ago and 2 months ago. I could not have lived the life I had, and I could not live the way I live right now if it wouldn't be to you. So, thank you.